Are you tired of dating unattractive and promiscuous women? Where do you find beautiful women that are also marriage material? Most people will tell you to go into a club or to talk to girls in the gym. This is the worst advice. In the club, it is dark and most women do not feel comfortable talking to men. The competition is extremely high. A lot of drunk men come to talk to her. In the gym, if she says no, then you will be classified as a freak and the whole gym will know that you're looking for a woman. So, where should you go instead? In this video, I'm going to show you 7 places where you can meet the best possible woman. I promise you, after watching this video, you'll realize how simple it is to meet beautiful women that are also marriage material. Make sure that you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to show you the best possible way, the most efficient and the fastest way to get to meet this amazing woman. First of all, Instagram. It is the most underrated place to find beautiful women. For you to achieve this in Instagram, you need to have a certain social status. Obviously, if you have a blue check mark, it's going to be much easier for you. It's very easy to slide into women's DM. And you're going to ask me, how do I do it? You need to drop a message that is going to get her attention. You can drop, for example, LOL, lol. She's going to wonder, why did he laugh about me? Because all of these beautiful women that you see on Instagram, they are not that confident. So they are going to be intrigued because every single man, all the simps, keep complimenting her about her appearance. And now you're laughing. You're making fun of her. That's going to draw attention to you. And then you can engage in an interesting conversation. Secondly, cold approach. It's a great way to meet women. If you see a woman that you want to talk to, in the street, in the train, in the plane, wherever you are, just go and talk to her. This is a great way to elicit interest from the woman because it's very rare that men these days go and talk to women. They are very shy, very reserved. If you go and you talk to them, you're going to come across as a different type of man, a more confident type of man. If you have never done it before, I challenge you to go and talk to 100 women in a month. Do it. That's going to increase dramatically your confidence, and that's so important. Number 3, volunteering. It is very easy to meet women in dog shelters, for example. A high-value woman tend to have kindness, empathy, and also nurturing qualities. In the dog shelter, for example, or in volunteering where you're helping homeless people, these qualities are on display. So it is a great way to see how potential mates will behave in such environment. In all these cases, in order to retain a high-value woman, yourself have to be a high-value man. There's no chance that a high-value woman will stay with an average man. And for that, in order to be your best version, I advise you to join our brotherhood community where I share specific tips and advice how to become your best version financially, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And also, you will meet a group of like-minded individuals, like-minded men that are thriving to success. If you're interested and it is totally free, join our brotherhood group on Locals. Click on the link below in the description. The 4th category, joining a club. You have lots of different possible clubs. You have art club, you have music club, you have mixology, and so on. This type of environment is great because you will have the time in order to build this bond sessions after sessions. What I advise you to do in this type of environment. First, you can compliment their work. You can actually tell them that you think that their work, whether it's the cooking or the art, is amazing, or maybe you can even positively criticize the work. You can encourage the person as well. Secondly, you can ask for this person's opinion about your work, for example. That will create a connection between the two of you. And thirdly, you have to be passionate about what you're working on. You have to show that you're interested in her work as well. Another way to potentially meet great women as well is in church. I know church have some type of reputation. It is potentially valid for most women. However, you still have in church a core group of women that are sticking to the core value of church with low body count. And if you want to interact with this type of women, you have to ask about their faith journey. It's so important. And also, if you're really interested in becoming part of the church, you have to be part of a ministry. That's going to increase the trust of your belonging in the church. I also have to add a couple of caveats for the church. A lot of women that are also in the church are also quite promiscuous. Because a lot of women in church will make the nice guy wait for sex while giving the sex away to the bad boys. So you have to be extremely careful about this. 6. A friend's wedding. Because there is this type of vibe in the air, because people are getting married and there's a lot of love, then it is easy for you to go and talk to other women. The way you should approach it is to bond over the wedding ceremony. Maybe you can talk about the bond and the marriage and the meaning of the marriage with the person as well. Another way is also to talk about your connection with the couple. How did you meet the couple? And how long you've been friends with the couple, for example. And lastly, you can share a personal experience with a member of the couple, whether it is the husband or the wife. And that's going to be a great way for you to break the ice. So before we go to the number 7, let me tell you the places that you should avoid at all costs. Bars and clubs. There's no point wasting your time in it. Most of the women in such environment are promiscuous women that you should not wife up anyway. Secondly, you should avoid Tinder. Tinder is filled of trashy women. And on top of that, the good-looking women on Tinder, they are only there to funnel people into their OnlyFans or to funnel people into their Instagram. So avoid it at all costs. If you also want to know the type of women to avoid at all costs, I advise you to watch this video. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. So now this is my favorite. That's the number 7, which is the 2-hour cocktail party. In few words, this is a 2-hour event that you can organize in your house, where basically you're going to meet people for 2 hours and you can have a cocktail as well. This is a great environment because people finish their work and they will come to your place. And that's going to be an increase for you in your reputation as a person. You're going to meet amazing people while doing it. And that's going to strengthen your relationship with other people. The way it is usually organized is that you're going to start inviting a core group of people. So that can be your friends, that can be your colleagues, that can be your neighbors, for example. I would advise to start with 10-15 people to start with. And then these people that you have invited, they will invite other people as well, and other people. And as a result, you're going to meet lots of different people from different settings, which is great. And this is a great opportunity for you to discuss with attractive women and to check that they have the right type of values as well. In order to organize it in the best possible way, I would definitely avoid the peak days. For example, Wednesday to Sunday. Great to do it on Monday and Tuesday. Similarly, I will just organize it between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. so people can come straight away after work and leave quite early. So they do not go to bed late and they have a great time talking to great people. So this is important if you want it to be organized in the best possible way. Make sure that you have name tags. This is going to reduce the social anxiety and also create a good opportunity to go and talk to strangers. Second point, you should organize ice-breaking games as much as possible. For example, you can ask, what is your name? What do you do for a living? Or even, what is your favorite breakfast? These are great questions to start breaking the ice. Also, if you're interested in knowing more about the 2-hour cocktail, I recommend you to read this book. Great book, and I have the link in the description. Ultimately, if you want to meet amazing women, you also have to be an amazing man. You need to have a great financial situation because these women will not stay with you if you cannot provide and protect them. That's for sure. Also, if you want to know how to become your best version as a man, check out this video.
In bonus, I have a couple of more places.
Join a club. There are lots of possible clubs. You can have, for example, a hiking club, or a running club, or a chess club, whichever you decide. It is a great opportunity for you to find common ground with the person that you want to interact with. What I advise you to do is as simple. Go and talk to that person, trying to find common ground. And also ask open questions. Do not ask yes or no questions. You can, for example, ask, what is your favorite breakfast? Or what is your favorite season of Game of Thrones? Any type of question, really. Make sure that you're also honest. There's no point to pretend to be someone else. Make sure that you're congruent between your words and also your actions. How to meet women through friends, family members, of co-workers, for example. This is a great way, and it is proven this is the way with the highest success rate. So if you meet your spouse, for example, in such settings, you have the highest chance to have a successful relationship. Why is that? Because you tend to share common values, because you will have the same type of friends or families. You can potentially also have pre-existing social bonds because you know each other for some time, or you know this family member or this friend for this time, and that will increase the trust between the two of you. And ultimately, you have the accountability to others because people are going to see this relationship, and your social circles are going to testify of the relationship. This is going to create an environment where you have to have a successful relationship because of the positive interaction from your social circles.